Students at uni or college have two main costs: tuition fees and living costs.
So when they say tuition fees and living costs, it basically means you have the fees it costs you the course and everything else. So living costs literally means living day to day, including your accommodation, food, eating, going, everything and anything with you living your day to day that's not to do with your actual course is living cost.
The good news is that there's lots of financial help available to help.
There is a lot of financial help, but you have to reach out and get it. They will not reach out to you and help you. Obviously, you can use the student finance themselves, or you can reach out to your student union, university, and third parties. Everyone is willing to help you, but you have to reach out for the help.
Pay for these. There's a tuition fee loan to cover fees.
So what the tuition fee loan covers is your university course fees. That's what it means by fees. So tuition course at this moment in time of talking costs about £9,000 a year as a UK student. So your student finance will cover the cost of each year paying that £9,000.
And a loan to help pay for living costs.
So when it talks about living costs, again, that's everything else from your accommodation to your eating to your sleeping, yes, to your anything and everything, even going out comes into that living cost. Not everyone's living cost is created equal. For example, my living cost actually didn't cover my accommodation, meaning I had to get an extra job as a student ambassador or a nightclub, working in a nightclub, and I had to do different things when it came to making extra money to just afford my accommodation and live.
Such as rent, books, or travel. As with any other loan, these have to be repaid.
So, how does repayment actually work? You have your tuition fee and you have your maintenance loan. As soon as you receive the money, so you will only receive the maintenance loan money in your account. The tuition fee goes right to the university. But as soon as this money is sent out, you get interest on the money. Plus, they come together. And when they come together, once you've graduated, you then have to pay it all back. But you only have to pay it back if you earn over a certain amount. So you could borrow 10 million, you could borrow 1 million. If the guy with 10 million is earning under the threshold, he will not pay it back. And if the other person is over the threshold, even though they've borrowed less, they will have to pay back what they've borrowed. So it's not about how much you borrowed, it's about how much you earn.
The difference here is that student loans don't have to be paid back until the student has finished or left their course, and their income is over a certain amount of money. The amount repaid each month will be based on their income, not how much they borrowed.
So as I said, it does not matter how much you borrow from university, it matters how much you get paid after university. So you should worry more about, can I get a better job earning a lot of money, than worrying about how much money am I borrowing and how much debt am I going to be in.
Interest will be charged from the day the first student finance payment is made to the student until the loan is repaid in full or cancelled. There's also extra financial help available for students with a disability.
This is called DSA, Disability Student Allowance. So if you have a disability, it could be anything and everything when it comes to disability. For example, I have narcolepsy. For my disability, when I applied, they bought extra things for me, such as a speaker and programs to help me with recording my classes in case I fall asleep so I can go back to them. If you have a disability, apply for DSA, as you may not have to pay this part of the student loan back.
Or students who have children or an adult who depends on them financially. Unlike loans, these don't usually have to be paid back.
So, just to go over everything we spoke about, student finance works with two things: tuition fee, which is how much your university course costs, and this goes directly to the university, you will not see it, and you have your maintenance loan, or what they call the living cost, which means everything else, including your accommodation, going out, having fun, paying for different things, books, anything and everything comes in the living cost / maintenance loan. So what you want to make sure is you don't worry about your tuition fee because you're not going to see it, but you worry about how much maintenance loan slash living costs you get, as this will determine where you potentially live or how you live. For example, mine did not cover my accommodation, meaning I had to live below my means and had to work extra to afford my accommodation and to afford the luxuries I had at university, such as going out. When you finish university is when it matters, as this is when the individuals who say, oh, you've got all that university debt comes in. Because yes, you do have a university debt now that you've left university, but one, you do not pay it back unless you earn a certain amount of money. If you're a disabled student or a student with people you have to look after, then you could get what is called an additional loan. So you can get a DSA, which is Disabled Maintenance Loan. And that is for disabled students who can get additional money to help them with anything they need to enhance slash make the university experience easier for them, regardless of the disability they have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment any questions you have about student finance.